Hello, everybody. Welcome to Everything in Moderation podcast, episode 18. Thank you for Luke for ringing in with our intro today.
Oh shit! I didn't know we were recording. That's like back-to-back weeks.
Boys, what are we discussing today?
Stonks.
Game stonk.
Not any stonk. The stonk that has broken Wall Street and U.S. politics.
No, it's made U.S. politics come together. Everyone can agree on this somehow.
I know. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
You want to know who doesn't agree with it? The billionaires, the worst people in the world.
Dude, Ted Cruz and AOC agreed on it.
So did Trump Jr. So did Trump's son. Absolutely electric.
I wonder what Trump would say about this.
Well, we wouldn't know because Twitter banned his account.
Yo, why can't he tweet through his sons? Like, isn't that how that should work?
Dude, all I'm saying,
what?
Bro, like I said, when my accounts get banned, I just make a new email. Like, I don't get it. Like, go in yahoo.com. You're never going to use yahoo.com as your email. Just use it as your burner account. But I don't know, dude.
All right.
I think for our viewers here who aren't who may not know anything about the stock market, because
if you don't know anything about GameStop, you should just get off the internet.
Well, no, but I think we should go through the mechanism about why my wife's boyfriend.
People don't come here for information; they come here to be entertained.
Okay, so basically, big people with lots of money said GameStop go down, and then a lot of people with no money say GameStop go up, and then GameStop go up, and now big people mad. I get it. And then Elon Musk tweeted GameStop, and it also went up. That's a whole nother story, though.
Yeah, then he also changed his bio to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went up.
I need him to change it to Dogecoin. So where do we want to get started with this? What are your general thoughts and opinions?
I think it's great because so many people, to quote my main man, Karl Marx, so many people are finally becoming class conscious. I love it. Everyone's like, holy shit. These people who are stupid rich have so much more power. They can do whatever they want. Laws are only for poor people. And everyone's realizing they're not, no matter how much money you have, you're not rich if you're not in the top 0.001%. You don't mean shit to anyone.
Bars.
Can we just end the episode there? I think it's done.
Sean, what do you think?
I mean, that's a pretty accurate statement. Wouldn't it be really nice to be one of the 1%ers?
Fuck them. I don't want to be there. Fuck them.
I just want to do it for a day. I just want one day.
Eric, if you could be Jeff Bezos for one day, what would you do?
Shut down Amazon.
Luke, what's your take on everything that's happened?
Dude, I love it, dude. The fact that people with a bunch of money can just basically choke companies until they go bankrupt and make money on them going down. You have to remember, sure, they're making profit, but these are a select few individuals. These corporations that they're choking and boggling down are literally companies that employ thousands of people throughout the United States. And especially during a pandemic when job security is super low, all-time low, to continually bet against companies and be a gay bear, that's not the vibes I'm about.
You can't say that.
Bro.
That's just not the vibes I'm about. I'm not gonna lie.
Unbelievable. It's a bull market. Yeah, I mean, all the other boys summed it up pretty well. I think if anything, it definitely changed my perspective in terms of who the real enemies are. And I think in a previous episode, I said that big tech has got to be a little. Well, they need to burn to the ground, basically. So, and it's basically, we're not supposed to have monopolies here, but for all things considered, they pretty much are monopolies. So that's where, with that, and then the hedge funds with what they do, and what Wallstreetbets did is Wallstreetbets literally beat them at their own game, except they made the share price go up instead of the hedge funds making them go down. Yeah, dude, I just think that's pretty funny because it's like, oh no, you did what we did. No, you can't
They
do that. You're
form
not nice.
capitalism with a better form of capitalism. I've never thought of this. This is so smart. They're smarter than me.
Eric's calling a lot of people smart. First, the rioters in the Capitol say applauds their method for rallying against the government. Now he's saying that power to the people. This is the greatest thing he's ever seen. A small underground initiative, some might say, to take down major hedge funds. Eric is loving these past 2 or 3 weeks. I'm telling you.
Bro, did you see that? Did you see that January patch notes video I sent you guys? Unbelievable. That was pretty funny. Let me see if I can find it. Sean Murray, why don't you say hi? Put him on.
Guys, how you doing? Y'all having a good night?
Yeah, we're having a
What's up,
great
Sean
night,
Murray?
fella.
Y'all having a sober night is what I hope you're having.
Of course.
Absolutely nothing going on here.
Need a break.
Eric on does steroids.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's all fake. It's all fake. It's all fake.
Said Eric looks like SpongeBob with the blow up anchor arms.
I wish.
Oh my god, that's a tough scene.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna share this.
Shout out to Kramer. We like the stock. Yes,
You like the stock.
we like the stock.
Real world patch notes.
Credit to Sir
Also,
Flag. for
also, before you start this, I think another thing that this whole thing has brought out is like a lot of people, like while Eric was saying class consciousness, I think like, for example, like when some of these corporations started like halting the trading of GameStop and like AMC, Nokia on their platforms, I think people personally, I thought the whole movement was dying down until that happened, and then everyone was just like, okay, these rich fucking dudes just have like even more power than we initially thought. Like, sure, they were like going down, but now they're restricting trading in a free market, and that's when everything just went berserk. It just like lit a spark underneath everybody's ass again, and I think it's going to carry momentum into this week. And honestly, I don't know if it would have actually lasted this week had they not have done that. So I think it's interesting that they decide to move like that. Little fucking snakes, slimy slithering.
Hold on, I'm trying to find, just before I start this video, I think I sent you guys it, the Reddit post of like the guy on Wallstreetbets. It was hysterical though. Oh yeah. So in caps, it goes, for all the big fucking hedge funds monitoring us, this is a message from us to you. We fucking own you now. Fuck you. Go buy the fucking news, like and comment so they see this post. Fuck you, Melvin Capital. Fuck you, Citron Research. You haven't closed shit. This is going to go down in history. And then he proceeds to go, and oh yeah, we like the stock. This isn't financial advice. No taking this post down, bubs. I'm not fucking selling. We can't trust the fucking media. YouTubers make videos. Graham Stephen report on this shit. It's an average retarded Joe takeover. Rainbow emoji. Take my $10,000 shares, bitches. Hi, Mr. Elon.
Dude,
And
but
then-
that's the other thing, that like that post, like the people who own the stock now are like, I am never selling just so I can stick it to all these people who shorted the stock, just so I
Bro.
can stick it to the hedge funds. It's not even about money, which is even better.
Bro, deep
Yeah.
fucking value made $50 million. I don't think he's sold any of his positions yet.
He sold like 5 million. He said,
Oh, okay. But,
but he still has like most of it free.
obviously. Luke.
I thought. Well, no, we were talking about like media. I thought didn't Eric want to say something?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like the coverage of this from like the media has been so biased towards the hedge funds. Absolutely crazy to watch. I watch CNBC every day. It's the same thing. They get billionaires on there. They all cry, say how, oh, I don't know how we're letting the retail traders take on so much risk. It's a casino. Dog, look in the mirror. Like, you do the same thing. You just have suits when you do it. Like, I don't know. That just makes me think of like the political mainstream media, how they cover everything. It's the same thing. It's just so that like they're trying to drive a wedge in between so that we don't realize it's the 99% versus the stupid hedge funds.
Yeah, well, that's also mainly in part because the rich people are the ones that own these media sources.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
And-
all adds up.
Dude, this is why I don't watch the news anymore, dude. You can't trust anything these fuckers say.
True. All right.
But-
let's get into the real news here. The real world patch notes.
For the people who can't be bothered to keep up with this continuously changing world, here's January's IRL patch notes. The month started out with the Storm the US Capitol World event, after an offshoot clan of players from the larger Trump faction claimed that the results of the November election update were illegitimate. This led to the entire area temporarily turning into a PvP zone, which led to several players losing their lives in the confusion. The response from then US faction leader, Donald Trump, then triggered a retaliation from the Big Tech Alliance, which executed Order 66 on every single social media account Mr. Trump was holding. The Swag News team reached out for a comment from Mr. Trump. However, he was still server muted as of time of writing. He is now believed to be pursuing a career in the Florida skill tree, often considered to be the most feared in the US region. All attempts to find early life information on the new US faction leader have come up unfruitful, but it's believed that he fought bravely in the US war for independence. Meanwhile, a billionaire proposes to move the burden of paying for AFK players to be part of the financial class's responsibility. Argentina debates on whether abortion should be considered a bug fix or spawn killing, and the developers from the Indian server consider releasing all scientific journal DLC packages as free content. The economic system of the game also saw a fair share of developments this month, as the player-created Bitcoin premium currency briefly rose to be worth more than 40,000 times more than the global Freedom Bucks standard. There was also a brief period where Elon Musk, _catgirl lover, became the richest player in the game, after a spike of player interest in his corporation led him to be worth over 200 billion, up from the 25 billion less than a year ago. Mr. Musk, who has a long history of success, utilizing both perks from the engineering and business skill trees, has long been accused of exploiting a money glitch to generate his wealth. However, this hasn't gotten in the way of his long-term plans to open the much-anticipated Mars server, which is speculated to have a high intelligence level gate in place. In terms of the highly unpopular COVID-19 global event, which has now been out for around a year, players have increased production of immunity potions significantly. However, the developers have decided to add new and exciting virus variations, which have a higher infection stat. The United States server still claims the title for highest number of confirmed cases, and has now suffered more casualties from the virus than from the World War II factional conflict, which started all the way back in the infamous 19.39 patch. Despite the United States server being ranked first by Science Mains for perceived ability to handle a major outbreak before the pandemic update went live, it's become clear that this perception was not the reality to many players. Many speculate that the lack of server moderation, a distrust of players in the science and media skill trees, and a distaste for the face mask meta led to the record-breaking death count. At the same time, a political faction leader encounters a bug, which sees him arrested for not dying as intended. The Chinese server embraces a long-abandoned slavery meta, and players are still attempting to speedrun the trigger conditions for the climate change endgame update. A full breakdown of January will be out before the end of the month.
That was unbelievable.
This game
I think
sucks.
it's I think it's funny how it like talks about life as a simulation. I think that's a cool twist. It's pretty funny.
19
Don't laugh at it, dude. They're gonna take you out if you start laughing at it too much.
Shit, you're
You
right.
know
I
too much.
may be overwritten.
Global event. Love that.
You think
one.
AI is gonna take our jobs right here, like our podcast jobs?
Yo, have you ever seen the I forget what it's called, but there's like YouTubers, like influencers, like who are like 100% virtual reality.
Oh yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Eric needs to share this because this is the weirdest. I don't know who like follows these people. It makes no sense.
Eric, that's like the episode of Black Mirror where it's Waldo. Is it no, not Waldo. You know the bear, the politician bear one that that the one with the pig.
Yeah.
It was that one where they talk about like it's like kind of like that with the VR, the bear, and how he was like running for like a political position.
Eric,
Yes, they're called CGI influencers.
Eric, you could share your screen if you want.
I still haven't found anything interesting yet.
Show a picture because it's literally the most disturbing thing.
It looks so real. I don't know why it's so zoomed in.
Yeah.
I don't want too many words. I want pictures.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that one. That one. I've seen that one.
That's weird. Dislike.
Yeah.
Like who was like following these people?
The past couple of days have been intense. I'm exhausted mentally and emotionally, and I miss the old Celine.
This is a little too much for me.
That's Luke's type of girl.
Oh, it's like cyberpunk type shit.
Like what's seriously, I don't know, maybe I don't get it, but like what's the point of following someone like that who's not even real?
Why do you play video games?
To further make you depressed about your own life.
To further make myself depressed about my own life.
Wow, Luke. You know, Luke doesn't just share the name with Luke Skywalker. He has the Jedi mind tricks as well. All right. So what's going to happen with Robin Hood? What's going
Unleash
to
Mass-
Robin Hood.
Mass exodus. It's gonna be like Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt. Everyone is gone.
They were
It's
supposed to
gonna
go
be
public this year.
It's gonna be a desert. Yeah, that was this. Yeah, well, they really fucked up their IPO. I'm telling you, dude.
They should be sued out of existence.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah.
They were selling people's stocks.
You know,
and letting them take it away.
You know why they said that they had a whole trading of the stocks? It's like something about like their technology that they made. Like apparently there's like a place where like in the interim between like your trade getting successfully executed, there's like an interim phase where like this like someone like lays down collateral for the trade, and then when it's execute they get it back. And there's like Robinhood broke off because there's like companies that do this. Robinhood broke off a couple years ago and made their own, and it turns out there's so many trades they didn't have enough collateral, and that they had to halt the trading of those stocks because of it. And Webull cited the same thing, except Webull said that the company that they go through was able to secure more funds, so they were able to open it up earlier than Robinhood did. But still, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but dude, even if that's the case, like that's probably what it is. Like they didn't have enough like capital to like fund all or whatever it is. But that's not what they said. Their announcement was like, yeah, like we want to protect retail traders from the volatility.
Yeah,
like
due
no,
to volatility.
You can't say that. Just tell us the real reason. That's
Yeah.
the part that pissed me off the most.
That's like a slap in the face. They pretty much just said like, oh, you guys are a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
Just like out of like a little aside, actual like investment firms do that. in a way that like you can't make certain trades. Like I remember when I wanted to buy Palantir a couple months ago, it never turned over a profit, so the system wouldn't allow me to make the trade. So that's when I opened up the Robinhood account. But see, the thing is Robinhood didn't really claim to be a brokerage. It's more or less just like an intermediary, so like people could do it like by themselves. So, and their tagline, democratize finance. I don't see that. I don't see what's
Dude.
going on there. I don't see any democratization of.
I saw this tweet, or maybe it wasn't a tweet, maybe it was a Reddit post. I don't really remember, but it was basically
Maybe it was a tweet and a Reddit post.
it may have been, honestly, but pretty much they were like it was like a company talking about class action lawsuit against Robinhood, and they were saying like, oh, you have to pay like whatever it is, $30 or whatever to become like a part of the class action lawsuit. And they ended it with like, we know like this isn't ideal, but if you don't pay for the product, you are the product. And like, bro, that kind of like really like shook me a little bit. I was like, damn, bro, that's kind of crazy. And it's, it's true. Think about it. Like Instagram, Snapchat, and apparently even Robinhood, they just sell your data. Like apparently Robinhood gathers data on the traders and sells it to hedge funds to show like market trends of retail investors. Like shit like that, dude. I don't want to be a part of that. Like absolutely not. Do not sell my data. So
Well, it's not really like selling your data. I mean, I guess you could say it like, but like, you know how if you set like a stop loss on GameStop, like if it drops 10%, you automatically sell like whatever percent of your shares. Like they could sell like that to the hedge funds, and that's how they'll they'll be like, oh, look how many people are going to sell at 400, and then they just sell, drop to 400, bring it back up, more sell.
yeah, still that's so fucked
like
up.
that.
That's so fucked up. I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Get that shit out of here. But this whole thing brings me to this question: is this really going to reform our stock market and our economic institutions? I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna restrict the retail traders.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but that's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna hurt us more.
This is a perfect time to plug an announcement. So I think probably starting next week, I'm going to be starting research, and I'll do all my little projects and stuff. But I'm going to write a book about Islamic banking, and eventually I've already come up with a sequel called Halal Investing. Those are two real things. I'm not pulling that out of my ass. But you could look up halal investing if you guys want, like in the meantime, because I think it is offered by, I actually just saw it today. So let me just check where it is. 1 second. Yeah, Wealth Simple actually offers halal investing. Obviously, I'm not really too sure of what that is yet, but just in the idea stage of everything. But that would be obviously a interesting alternative, but obviously that'll never happen here. But for many reasons, because like it's like, oh, Islam, no, big Islamophobes here. But yeah, just wanted to announce that, and that's going to be an interesting thing to expect. I don't really know when I'm going to be able to finish this with school and all, but I'll be working on it. So
it says, I'm looking at the Wealth Simple thing. It says there's 50 companies they let people invest in, and it's only companies that don't profit from gambling, arms, tobacco, or other restricted industries.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think my favorite part of this whole Wallstreetbets thing was when they stopped letting the American people invest in these companies. The Canadians and everyone else around the world was like, all right, fine. If they can't do it, we'll do it anyway.
Yeah. That was sick.
It's great to know that we have people in a different server that are still trying to help us in ours.
They're gonna patch that.
I know. I was just about to say we broke the game. We broke it.
Bro, honestly, this was one of those things where like the the billionaires and the people that run whatever is going on in this country, they probably sat there with a surprised Pikachu face and they're just like what the fuck is going on? Like these, like they're not supposed to be this. Like the Reddit literally says that they're autistic. Like I don't understand. So
I just can't believe how mainstream all this has gotten. Like the people,
Oh,
like
yeah.
people in my class that should not be talking about investing are talking
Yeah.
about investing, and I'm like, I can't let you know how crazy into this I am. So I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah. So I think that it's real so funny because now I've seen people that have never posted shit about anything, and now they're posting about drive games out to the moon. Ah! And
Dude, it's become like it's a protest. It's awesome. I love it.
yeah, and you know, big Mia Khalifa hopped on the vibes as well. So we got her in our corner. So that's interesting. Luke's making a face. I don't know why.
I wish I saw that notification. Wow, I would have known what I was watching that night.
Oh man. All right. I was contemplating ending it right there, but there's still a couple questions I think that we could address.
Yeah, but questions you don't want to know the answers to.
So how would you guys fix this if you had a magic wand?
I would destroy all the hedge funds because if we got rid of them, no one would realize it unless you're like a trillionaire. So it's fine. Just get rid of them. Kill them all.
Ban shorting stocks. Nobody likes people who want to drive companies to bankruptcy.
John?
Luke, we have the same solution. Go ahead, Sean.
Well, no, I don't.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't curse hedge funds because some people rely on hedge funds for their investment portfolios, but like, just don't bet on stocks going down because stocks only go up.
Sean.
Simple logic.
I'm more with Eric on this one. I say get rid of the hedge funds entirely and let it all be retail trading.
Luke, don't you have a put on GameStop, buddy? I thought we were people betting on the stocks to go down.
Whoa. I'm not a financial advisor. We don't talk about my financial position. Here's the thing though. Right?
Here's the thing. Remember, I can make money, so it's okay when I do it.
No, because if we eliminate financial institutions like hedge funds, that you have to realize like there are way too many people that are actually money and like economically illiterate that like if you just open into retail investors that like a lot of people are gonna not only lose money but like not have like any way to get into it. Like some
market,
people,
baby. It's free market.
Yeah, but some people only like their only in is through hedge funds and like
those people are not investing in hedge funds. You have to be so rich to invest.
Maybe not even in hedge funds though. But maybe not even in hedge funds, maybe just in like smaller investment firms that like still handle a lot of money and a lot of people. There's still small investment firms. And if you're destroying hedge funds are going to be like, well, fuck all these financial institutions. You want to go only to retail traders? Then you can't have financial advisors. You can't have anything.
First of all, I was joking. Second of all, get rid of them all.
I mean, for the people that just like aren't like financially literate with like how to do the stock market, literally the most brainless investment that you can make that will make you like a lot of money throughout your life is literally just putting it in like the S&P and just letting it ride for years. Like they don't but like, listen, when you go to these like wealth management firms and the hedge funds and stuff, they're not going to tell you to invest in that. That would be too easy. You wouldn't need them for that. That is exactly why they tell you not to invest in it.
Yeah,
but like you could raise so much more capital if you invest in Palantir, GameStop. Oh my God.
and the best part is like a lot of these like wealth investment funds, like they don't even like annually they don't even like beat the S&P 500 on average.
Yeah. That's the most important thing.
Which is kind of ironic.
Yeah, it's really fucking ironic. Like
I think it's harder because like the bigger the more money you have to move, like you can't like sell all your shares at once. So it's like you slowly sell, and it's like different than like one person doing it too. Where it's like all right, like the price is high, I'm selling everything.
Yeah.
With like they legitimately move the market when they sell.
That's a good point.
And another thing that like with wealth management firms, at least since I plan on working in one in like, after college, like kind of have some idea of how things work there. Um, Literally like if you buy something for one client, right? Chances are you're going to buy the same thing for another client. So like that one advisor is going to buy like 5 shares of Boeing for his one client today, right? And then he's like, okay, I kind of like what Boeing's doing. So he goes to the other portfolios that he manages, and then he buys more Boeing depending on how much money that those people have. If they have $10,000, like, okay, like maybe like we'll do 60%, put $6,000 in Boeing. So with that, just that little thing, and then eventually that could just turn over into the whole branch, and like a branch likes a certain. If you look at most, if you look at most portfolios across the board in one firm, they probably all look almost identical. That's an important thing to keep in mind. So that's why there is so much market movement and how they can drive market movement.
Okay. I
Um,
really understand that. Okay.
yeah, I mean it's pretty simple, and I think if anything, this whole Reddit thing has kind of shown people how simple investing can be, but you need a healthy backbone of 1 million Reddit users to propel things up for you.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Anything that you guys want to add?
To the moon.
Hold the line.
Lou?
Occupy Wall Street with free market capitalism. Luke's checked out.
Buy some $3 puts for April. You'll thank me later. Nah, but dude, fuck hedge funds. Game stonk.
I love how gay bear. Eric just put that in the trend. You know what's funny?
Hey, you can't be saying that, bro.
I didn't do that. Wasn't me.
That was short fucking value, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, not deep fucking value, short
No,
fucking
not
value.
deep,
Yeah.
not
Makes
deep.
sense. It makes sense.
Yo, and just remember the most for all my new investors here, the most important thing is to buy high and sell low. It's the best way to make you feel something in this pandemic.
Oh yeah, it'll
Disclaimer, this is not financial advice. This isn't the hedge funds programming me into my brain and telling me to say this to all of you. No, it's not that. Don't get it twisted. It's okay. We're all good here.
All right.
Since we have like 5 minutes left, how is everybody? How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great. I've been studying all day, so
Dude,
this is a great break.
I already have homework. I'm about to leave this and go into a call for a group project. Not fun.
You guys have class tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bro,
Oh, the best part.
you wanna know what the worst thing is?
I love this. Christian, tell me this happened to you. Did you get a text message saying they closed campus, but classes will resume online, bro? You got to be kidding me, bro. Nobody's on campus. You don't have to tell me that.
Bro, the worst thing that this pandemic has brought is, I mean, I'm not going to lie. With the pandemic in school, I've done very well for myself throughout it. I don't know why. I think I have a lot more time. I don't know. Quizlet comes a little in handy sometimes, but now the worst thing that is going to come out of this is we'll never get another snow day, boys.
No snow days.
We will never get another snow day.
No
That's
snow day.
So
No
sad.
snow days off. No snow days off.
Unbelievable. They're gonna
Absolutely.
Zooms. We're gonna have WebExes. Oh my.
Bro, your kids are never gonna know the joy of waking up and there being like 6 inches of snow on the ground.
Dude, I was just about to say that. Like, now that we're on online learning, now like maybe in like 5 years when the COVID's cleared up and we're like everything's back to school normal, when they have snow days, they'll just be like, all right, guys, like just log into your Zoom call. Like, what? Dude, absolutely not. I would be infuriated.
Bro, I'll never forget when I was. What was that, Sean?
I used to have to look at the TV to find out if I had to go to school.
Bro.
Dude, that's a fact. Watching the news channel, seeing if your school's name was on the feed.
Can't
Yes,
relate.
sir.
Catholic school, baby.
Yes, sir.
So my high school, I remember it was I think like my sophomore year or something. Normally my school would announce it the night before if they were expecting it to be bad. And I'll never forget this one kid in my grade did like the inspect element and changed it into school is closed tomorrow and then put the date. And he posted it on his Snapchat and like the whole class in school like follows him. Nobody went into school and like there was maybe like 6 kids in our whole grade that were there and I was one of them. And we were sitting there. I mean, listen, we went, my mom had to drive me there because I couldn't drive then. And we literally just sat in class from 8 o'clock till 1:55. And I mean, hey, it wasn't the worst thing, but I could have been at home doing something. But
Bro, the best thing was like when there was like a shit ton of kids absent, like when we were in person, they would be like, yeah, you know what, a lot of the class is missing, we won't go on too much further than yesterday. And you would sit in class and you're like, oh fuck yes, like this is amazing. Now there's, if you're sick, what are you gonna do? You still have to sign in on Zoom. You're not gonna be like, oh, or like you don't sign in Zoom. They'll be like, oh, don't worry, we're just gonna record it for you. Like, come on, dude, you gotta be
well,
kidding.
now you have the people who are doing hybrids now because like
Oh,
my
yeah,
college
yeah.
is doing hybrids. Literally, they do a live stream of the class of them teaching in front of the room. It's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
I know that they started that at my school too, but like, dude, it's like you can't like cater. Like, what if like there were stories like kids would like raise the hand on the Zoom call and the professor just would not see it. Like they would they would just like ignore it the entire class, and people were like, dude, what the fuck am I paying for?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. So stupid. Just go fully online. Whatever.
All right, everyone. It was great catching up with y'all, and it was good to trash on some hedge funds and big business. We will see you all next Wednesday. Sean, lovely to have you back.
And let's see how the political layout of the economic institutions plays out over the next couple months as after fallout from this whole revolution started by Redditors on Wall Street Bets.
That was verbal porn. I love it. Great way to end it.
Eric's face,
Diarrhea.
Eric's face is just echoes with joy and satisfaction.
All right, everybody. Enjoy your snow days.
Peace.
See ya.